this trivia question is off the top of my head, so don't kill me if I get it wrong, alright? But if you get it right and you're the first one, I'll pin you to the top of the comments. What Judd Apatow character wore a Norman's Rare Guitars t-shirt? Okay, here we go. We have a request today, actually, for Paul Rudd. I love this guy, and the request is from Emily Trost, because if it's German, it would be Trost, right? Like Prost, but if it's American, it would be like Frost, like a Trost. Emily Trost. Okay, good suggestion. Either way, however you pronounce it, Emily, thank you. Let's learn about the fantastic Paul Rudd. He's not Mr. Fantastic, he's Ant-Man, but I couldn't think of an ant-based adjective, so just run with it. The fantastic Paul Rudd. Paul Stephen Rudd, born April 6th, 1969, is an American actor, screenwriter, and producer. He studied theater at the University of Kansas and the American Academy of Dramatic Arts before making his acting debut in 1991. Rudd's films include Clueless, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Romeo plus Juliet, The Object of My Affection, Wet Hot American Summer, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, This Is 40, Wanderlust, Mute, The Fundamentals of Caring, Ideal Home, and Ghostbusters Afterlife. He also has played Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, appearing in Ant-Man, Captain America, Civil War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Endgame, and the animated series What If? In addition to his film career, Rudd has appeared in numerous television shows, including the NBC sitcom Friends as Mike Hannigan, along with guest roles on Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Great Job, Reno 911, and Parks and Recreation, and has also hosted Saturday Night Live multiple times. He starred in a dual role in the Netflix comedy series Living with Yourself, which earned him a Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Actor. Television series, musical, or comedy. He stars in the miniseries The Shrink Next Door. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in July 2015. He was named as part of the Forbes Celebrity 100 in 2019. In 2021, Rudd was named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. Early life. Rudd was born in Passaic, New Jersey, the son of English-born Jewish parents. His father, Michael Rudd, was a historical tour guide and former vice president of TWA. His mother, Gloria Irene Granville, was a sales manager at the television station KCMO-TV in Kansas City, Missouri. His parents were both from London, with his father hailing from Edgware and his mother from Surbiton, and both were descended from Ashkenazi Jewish immigrants who had moved to England from Belarus, Poland, and Russia. Rudd's father's family's original surname, Rudnitsky, was changed by his father to Rudd, and his mother's family's surname was originally Goldstein. His parents were second cousins. Rudd had a bar mitzvah service in Ontario. Growing up, he loved reading Scottish comics, The Beano and The Dandy, issues of which his uncle in the UK would send to him. When he was 10 years old, Rudd's family moved to Lenexa, Kansas. Because of his father's occupation, his family also spent 3 years living in Anaheim, California. In the Kansas City metropolitan area, Rudd attended Broadmoor Junior High and graduated from Shawnee Mission West High School in 1987. He attended the University of Kansas, where he majored in theater. He was a member of the Sigma Nu fraternity's Nu chapter there. He studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts with fellow actor Matthew Lillard. He also spent 3 3 months studying Jacobean drama at the British American Drama Academy in Oxford. While attending acting school, he worked as a DJ at bar mitzvahs. After graduation, he worked a variety of odd jobs, including glazing hams at the Holiday Ham Company in Overland Park, Kansas. His career, starting with film and television. Rudd made his acting debut in 1992 with the television drama Sisters, where he played Kirby Quimby Philby. In 1999, he appeared in Wild Oats for 6 episodes. Rudd left Sisters in 1995 to appear in the comedy film Clueless with Alicia Silverstone. He also appeared in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers as Tommy Doyle, William Shakespeare's Romeo plus Juliet, The Locusts, Overnight Delivery, The Object of My Affection, and 200 Cigarettes. He was part of the cast of the 1999 film The Cider House Rules that received a SAG nomination for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. He played FBI agent Ian Curtis in Benny Chan's 2000 Hong Kong action film Gen Y Cops. In 2002, he was cast on the sitcom Friends as Mike Hannigan, who dates and then marries Phoebe Buffay, played by Lisa Kudrow. In 2006, he appeared in several episodes of Reno 911 as Guy Garricault, pronounced Jericho, the coach of a Lamaze class, and then portrayed a drug lord in the Reno 911 Miami film. He guest starred as a has-been 1990s rock star Desmond Fellows on the television series Veronica Mars in the 2007 episode D-Basement Tapes. The year 2004 marked the start of his work with director-producer Judd Apatow, first on the film Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy as Brian Fantana with Steve Carell, David Koechner, and Will Ferrell, produced by Apatow, and again in 2005 in The 40-Year-Old Virgin with Carell and Seth Rogen, directed by Apatow. He subsequently worked with Apatow in 2007's Knocked Up as frustrated husband Pete, married to Leslie Mann's character. In that film, he co-starred with Jason Segel, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, and Jay Baruchel. He also was the narrator for the 2007 edition of the long-running sports documentary series Hard Knocks, as the team featured that season, the Kansas City Chiefs, was the team he supports. This was the only season not to feature the series' regular narrator, Liev Schreiber. Rudd appeared as John Lennon in the comedy film Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story in 2007, and as the drug-addled surf instructor in Nicholas Stoller's Forgetting Sarah Marshall in 2008 with Jason Segel and Jonah Hill, both of which Apatow produced. Rudd appeared in uncredited cameos in Year One and Bridesmaids. In 2012, he starred and also co-produced with Apatow on the film Wanderlust with Jennifer Aniston. He starred in the comedy film This Is 40 with Leslie Mann, a spin-off from Knocked Up, which was directed and produced by Apatow. He reprised his role as Brian Fantana in the 2013 sequel Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. In 2007, he starred in The O in Ohio and The 10, which reunited him with David Wayne and Michael Showalter, and then in Over Her Dead Body with Ava Longoria the next year. In his next comedy, which he also wrote, Role Models, he and co-star Sean William Scott portray energy drink salesmen forced to perform community service in a child mentoring program. In 2009, Rudd again appeared with Jason Segel in I Love You Man, where he and Segel play buddies who bond over their shared love for the rock band Rush. Both Rudd and Segel are themselves fans of the band. Also, in 2009, Rudd co-created the TV series Party Down with John Embum, Rob Thomas, and Dan Etheridge. He lent his voice to the DreamWorks computer-animated movie Monsters vs. Aliens. In 2010, Rudd reunited with with Steve Carell for the first time since the 40-Year-Old Virgin for the Jay Roach-directed comedy Dinner for Schmucks. In 2012, he had a supporting role in the drama The Perks of Being a Wallflower, playing Mr. Anderson, a teacher of Charlie, played by Logan Lerman. He starred in the 2011 comedy drama film Our Idiot Brother with Elizabeth Banks, Zooey Deschanel, and Emily Mortimer. It was the fifth film that Rudd starred in with Elizabeth Banks. He had previously appeared with her in A Wet Hot American Summer, The Baxter, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Role Models. In 2012, Rudd signed to appear on 4 episodes of NBC's Parks and Recreation as Bobby Newport, a candidate for city council and a rival of Amy Poehler's character Leslie Knope, a role for which he won the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Guest Performer in a Comedy Series. In 2014, he began providing voiceovers for Hyundai television commercials. He has also voiced the audiobook recordings of John Hodgman's books The Areas of My Expertise and More Information Than You Require. On December 19th, 2013, Rudd was officially confirmed as cast in the 2015 Marvel film Ant-Man. He played lead character Scott Lang, Ant-Man. Rudd reprised his role in Captain America Civil War, as well as Ant-Man's 2018 sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp. He also co-wrote the latter. Rudd returned alongside Evangeline Lilly in Avengers Endgame, which received critical acclaim and went on to become the highest-grossing film of all time. He is set to reprise his role in 2023 with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Rudd reprised his role as Andy from Wet Hot American Summer in the Netflix prequel Wet Hot American Summer: First Day of Camp, alongside an ensemble cast including Bradley Cooper, Amy Poehler, and Elizabeth Banks, all reprising their roles from the 2001 film. In 2016, he appeared in the comedy drama film The Fundamentals of Caring alongside Selena Gomez and lent his voice to the animated films The Little Prince and Sausage Party. Rudd was also cast as the lead in The Catcher Was a Spy, playing Mo Berg, a catcher for the Boston Red Sox who joined the OSS during World War II. In August 2018, Rudd was cast in Netflix comedy series Living with Yourself alongside Aisling Bea. He also executive produced the series, which premiered in October 18th, 2019. From 2004 until 2021, during all appearances on the late-night comedy shows hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien when promoting his projects, Rudd will explain the upcoming clip that is about to be shown, but will then throw to a clip from the 1988 movie Mac and Me instead. Rudd admitted that he never imagined that the running gag would last so long. There's something so tricky about it, because here I am, I'm gonna sell my wares on TV. Like, here's something from what I just filmed. It just seemed, and still does to a large extent, kind of insincere, he said. On to his theater. Rudd has also appeared in Broadway plays, the first being The Last Night of Ballyhoo as Joe Farkas in 1997. The next year, he appeared in Twelfth Night with Kira Sedgwick and Max Wright at the Lincoln Center Theater. In 2006, he appeared in the Broadway production of Richard Greenberg's 3 Days of Rain with Bradley Cooper and Julia Roberts at the Bernard Jacobs Theater. In 2012, Rudd appeared in the Broadway production of Craig Wright's Grace at the Court Theater. Starring alongside Rudd was Academy Award nominee Michael Shannon, Kate Arrington, and 7-time Emmy Award winner Ed Asner. In 2001, he starred as Adam in the original London production of Neil LaBute's The Shape of Things, and again off-Broadway for 3 months starting in October 2001. 2 years later, the film was made with all of the original cast. As for his personal life, in 2003, Rudd married Julie Yeager, whom he met shortly after working on Clueless, in his publicist's publicist's office where she was employed. They live in Rhinebeck, New York, with their 2 children, Jack Sullivan, born in '06, and Darby, born in 2010. Rudd is a fan of MLB's Kansas City Royals, Kansas Jayhawks sports, and of the NFL's Kansas City Chiefs, for whom he narrated the 2007 season of HBO's Hard Knocks, as previously stated. Rudd received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on July 1st, 2015. He unveiled the 2,554th star on the mile-long strip of plaques on Hollywood Boulevard. At the occasion, Rudd said, "I remember being a kid and walking this boulevard and reading the names and thinking about what so many other millions of people thought about, which is, who's that?" Rudd is a supporter of the Stuttering Association for the Young Say, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping young people who stutter. He hosted the organization's 6th annual All-Star Bowling benefit on January 22nd, 2018. Rudd told Vanity Fair that he became an advocate for stuttering awareness after portraying a character who stutters in a play. Rudd is also a founder of the charity The Big Slick, a celebrity-studded sports-focused event held in Kansas City every June to support the works of Kansas City's Children's Mercy Hospital. Since 2014, Rudd and fellow actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan have been co-owners of Samuel's Sweet Shop, a candy store in the town of Rhinebeck, New York, that they saved from being closed after the previous owner, a friend of theirs, died suddenly. In November 2021, People named him the sexiest man alive of the year. And then it just goes on to his filmography and rewards. Did I just read that really fast, or does Paul Rudd have a exceptionally small wiki article compared to every other MCU? Actually, no, what am I talking about? Ryan Reynolds is deep in the MCU with the Deadpool and some other comic films we don't talk about involving Ryan Reynolds that even he wouldn't want to talk about, probably. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I guess some wikis just don't last as long. But while I've got it here, I just want to skim through really quick so I get to put in my 2 cents at the end of this, because we're done with the article. He's one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite writers, and one of my favorite comedians. He's awesome. His work in Apatow films are so damn funny, dude. I loved him in I Love You, Man. I think it's an underrated movie. It doesn't get talked about. Same with Role Models. Role Models is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, he's great as Lang, as Ant-Man. His comedy work to those just like so good. What were other things? He was in other things that there was the movie. Oh, well, come on. Brian Fantana. Sex Panther is one of the best scenes in comedy ever. Brian, I'm going to be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline. It's made with real bits of panther, so you know it's good. Oh, it's so funny. And then, yeah, Knocked Up. He was excellent in Knocked Up. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I don't remember him in it, but I love that movie. And, dude, Bridesmaids, this is 40. And, yeah, so good. I'm trying, dude. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm thanking myself. I'm weird. I'm thanking myself for revisiting this so I can talk about Dinner for Schmucks. It's one of my favorite movies. It's so good, dude. Dinner for Schmucks. I watch it maybe once or twice a year, actually. In fact, you want me to prove it? Check this out. Look at what tab I actually have open right now. That I just tabbed over that because I think I'm going to read about Dinner for Schmucks. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, definitely see it so you know. You can learn about it and actually have a good time learning about it when I actually read about it. Let me get back to his page, though. We'll call that good. I think it was a quick one, but I'm glad. That's another MCU guy and a fantastic talent to add to the list. Okay, so I'm moving on. I'm going to read about someone else. I will talk to you guys in the comments. Sleep well if you're sleeping, and good luck if you're gaming or drawing. There was someone out there that said they drew while listening to this, and I dig that right there. You know what's crazy is I don't know what to make of this myself. I'll actually listen to these videos, yes, of me. It's weird. I listen to them while I play Halo, or just while I play like certain games, so I can revisit the stuff that I missed while I was saying it, which I think I've said before, but whatever. I'll say it again. I like learning stuff from these, but when I'm speaking about it, when I'm just reading it, a lot of times I have to concentrate on the text itself, you know, phonetics, grammar, stumbling on words, and it just takes away from my ability to actually process it. So I do play it back and I relearn stuff. And so it's cool to know that there's other people that are doing that also, or at least are supplementing this while they work on something or chill, not just to pass out, which I do also. But I'm stoked to hear that there's people that use this as just a chill, maybe learning device, or just someone to hang out with. I dig it, man. I'm hanging with you. What up? I'm done. Now I'm really done. Okay, I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye-bye.